where we would like to give you an overview of some of the most interesting sessions here in Athens, and I'm happy to have our President Gloria Perez-Salmeron here with us, and she will give you a welcome speech. Please welcome our President, Mrs. Gloria Perez-Salmeron.
Hello, good morning, Kalimera. Thank you to being here so early. Welcome to everybody. You know that it's an early time in this morning after the incredible day we got yesterday with this some incredible opening. So today the first session is just to tell you what is going to be fancy here in IFLA, what it was. And there are so many highlights still to come in this conference. We have a great morning coming up and a great week in front of us still. And as you heard yesterday, over 250 sections will come and over 500 speakers will talk these days here in Athens. So many insights, so many ideas, so many sources of inspiration. As you already know, this is my last World Library and Information Congress of IFLA. But thanks to your engagement and your enthusiasm, I'm sure it will be the very best. So let's start. Let's do our best to be very brief, because after this session will be my president session. Thank you.
Not only a long way to Athens, it's also a long way from the table to here all of the time. We going for a session where we want to show you two parts. The first part of the session will be about what IFLA has done in the last year for you. Highlights from our work, highlights for your work, to support your work in the next time. This means it will give you an overview about central projects of IFLA, and I'm happy to be here supported by my staff from headquarters, and you will see who is responsible for several projects. This should give you also an impression whom can you approach, with whom can you get in contact and to work with you. This means it's a presentation here, but it should be the start also of a communication, of a dialogue for change, like our theme of the conference is. This means we would like to encourage you to get in contact with our staff after this meeting, ask them questions, because many of these projects are depending on your input, as you will see. Depending on your active engagement in it, we will make it better together with you, and you will be the beneficiary of all these projects which we are doing together. I have the pleasure to start with one of our central projects. It's the library map of the world. And with this library map of the world, we have the ambitious idea to give an overview of all what is happening in the library world, that we have there a central website where you can find all the information of all other countries, what is going on. And I have the pleasure now to invite Christine Barberza, who is at headquarters responsible for this project, to show you what we are doing.
Thank you, Gerald. Good morning, everyone. So my name is Christine. I'm in charge, or how Gerald says, responsible for the library map of the world. So tomorrow, library map of the world website turns 2. So, and this is how it looked 2 years ago, on 27th of August, with 78 countries on the map. This is how it looks today, thanks to many contributors, who worked with us during those 2 years. And now we have 125 countries mapped on this blue map. We work today with 190 contributing organizations in 166 countries, and these are people who engaged with us to contribute the data or SDG stories or country profiles for the library map of the world. And we are very thankful for everyone who engaged. And those are people who can say we are on the map. So I invite you to go on website and find out who our contributors are. And if you are not finding your country, come over and let's talk about the next steps and how we can go about it. So today we have library data from 125 countries, which is now available for download on the website in CSV format. Go online and check it out. We have 18 SDG stories from 13 countries, and more are to come. And we have 13 country profiles in the section of countries online, and this is where we want to get more. So, country profiles are our priority. It is our highlight and will be on our agenda for upcoming months and years. And this is also our call to action. It is call to action to contributors to engage and create a country profile together with us. It is a call to action also to our users to go online and check out already those country profiles which we have to see the potential that this place has. And it is the unique place online where you can find everything about the library landscape in a selected country. So first of all, it will provide you with an overview of the library system in a selected country. It will tell you a little bit about development and policy priorities. It will give an overview of organizations that work in the library field in a country, and it will link you to the library data that country has, as well as the SDG stories on the Library Map of the World website. It will list every organization that is working in the field, including national library associations, national libraries, those ministries and departments in charge of libraries, as well as other library support organizations. So it will not only list, but also will give you a link to their website where you can learn more about those organizations. In this section, you will find policy documents as well as laws related to the library work, including library law, legal deposit law, also the copyright law, and a little bit about the exceptions for libraries. Not only it will list those documents, but also will provide you with the link to full texts if these exist online. And the last but not least is education and events, and here you'll find professional qualification requirements existing in the country, as well as an overview of education opportunities for librarians, links to professional publications in the country, as well as some information about major events taking place in each country. So I invite you to go online and check it out what it is, and let's create your country profile together. So here in this conference there will be several occasions when we are happy to meet every one of you and talk more about the library map of the world, but especially about the country profiles, the opportunities and the potential they have. So I will be tomorrow at IFLA booth in the morning from 9:30 to 11:30. There will be a little bit more detailed information which we prepared for national library associations during their meeting, during the association members meeting. And on Thursday, so we have something we call the contributors meetup. These are pre-arranged meetings. We have to meet and discuss things with our existing contributors. But if you are interested in contributing to the library map of the world, potentially, please do not hesitate and reach out to us, write an email, and we arrange the occasion and discuss things with you. That's all from me this morning, and I'm happy to hand over to Gerald.
Thank you, Christine. By the way, Christine is doing a terrific job at IFLA, really, with this library map of the world. It's one of our flagship projects. When I came in 3.5 years as President, as Secretary General of IFLA, I was really surprised to acknowledge that there is no source in the library field which pictures what we are all together in the world are doing together. There is no website and also not a real updated publication about what libraries are doing worldwide to improve people's lives. And I guess that's a shame, because we always claiming that we are giving all meaningful information to the public, and then we are not able to give really information about us to the people. And when you think about advocacy, then it's really a shame that we are not able to do it. And with this project, we are closing this gap. As Christine said, over 120 countries already there, and we are going permanently up. But as you know, 190 countries in the world, there's still a lot to do for the future. And we can do it only together when we get from you data that we put it on the website. And it's an excellent example for collaboration. You are bringing in data. We are giving here the opportunity to show it, and we improve it. We bring it together with other data, and you are the beneficiaries of this project which we are doing together. And there's also another part of collaboration inside. This all needs money, and this was not there before. It's a project which we can do only with the support of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and I want to thank here especially Deborah Jacobs, the former director of Global Libraries, that we are able to do this project. In the next 10 years, it is financed. This means it's sustainable, and it depends on you that it grows. Yeah, we spoke about data and about access to information, and one of our biggest projects is to bring all the information to stakeholders, to politicians, to governments, what we are doing. And we have at IFLA a really engaged advocacy team under the lead of Stephen Weiber, and he will present to you the development and Access to Information Report 2019. Please, Stephen.
Thank you. Oh, I'm flattered they don't have to move the camera down for me. I must have grown. So as Gerald was saying, IFLA obviously, with ourselves, we're getting better at providing access to information about libraries, but what about everyone else? Now, in fact, it was 5 years ago that we signed the Lyon Declaration, in Lyon, obviously enough, which affirmed the importance of access to information as a driver of development in societies. Information as an enabler, as a way of finding out about new opportunities, about taking better decisions, about better being able to look after your families, yourselves, your communities. Now, we made a declaration, but there are many declarations out there. And so one of the recommendations from this was that IFLA should develop a report. Now, 5 years on, we've not just done one, we've done two. And the most recent one was launched in Buenos Aires at the end of May. So I'm just going to give a short overview. There'll be a longer session this afternoon. So, what does it offer? First of all, new data. The DA2I report is based on a basket of indicators of different pillars, different elements of access to information. Because for access to be meaningful, you need to have a connection to the internet, which is the single biggest and most powerful source of information out there. But you can have a connection if you don't have skills, if you don't have the ability, the competence, the confidence to use it, you're not going to be able to make the most of it. Even with these, if you are in a situation of inequality, if you have fewer opportunities to access the internet, for example, you do not have the right to own a phone, or you do not have the right to use the house computer, in that case, again, you can't take advantage. Finally, even with all these things, even with equality, even with skills, even with connectivity, If there are strict rules about freedom of information and freedom of expression, again, you're going to find less, you're going to be able to do less. And so we've collected a series of indicators, and if you look at the report, da2i.ifla.org, you'll see some conclusions on what's been going on over the last 2 years. Secondly, we share evidence, because our argument is that libraries are a key way of making progress on all of these 4 pillars. And to a large extent, we draw on examples from the SDG stories in the Library Map of the World. We also draw a lot on the papers that you provide for WLIC meetings. These are a fantastic source of material, so for that, thank you. It also provides insights. A key lesson in advocacy is that it's often better when you get someone else to give your message. It's not what people expect. It's somehow more powerful when you can show not only that you think something, but someone else agrees with you. A great thing with the Access to Information Development and Access to Information report is we have 5 of these experts from the fields of education, employment, equality, climate change, and access to information in general, who share their views. So, this is not just a report for us, it's not just a report to stay on the shelf. It certainly is a great calling card, a great way of making the intellectual argument for access to information, but it's also something for you. And so what we'll be doing this afternoon in the session on strengthening the global voice of libraries here at 2:45 is talking a little bit more about what's in the report and what you can do with it. Please also come along to the session on libraries and sustainability on Tuesday, again, 2:45 until 4:45, in order to hear more about some of the background on libraries and supporting environmental sustainability, which is a key but often overlooked aspect, and especially this year with the big COP meeting, a really important one. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen, for great work in the last year, also with your team. It's wonderful to see how you are really pushing libraries on the agenda and very important organizations like the UN, UNESCO, WIPO, and so on. And it's really terrific to see also your team at work there. I would like now to have a glance in the future with you, because we are working already 2 years on a new IFLA website, to prepare a new IFLA website which should give especially you more chances to communicate with us and to bring in also your profile at IFLA's website. This means all professional units will have more chances to present themselves and their ideas at the IFLA website. But this IFLA website has also many tools that we can communicate with our members, and that is important for us to have you more in the IFLA family, that you are an active part of it. And as I said, we are working hard on it already 2 years, and we will be ready end of this year or beginning of next year to launch the new website. And this is only possible with a great team which is led by Vesna, and Vesna is organizing all this work around the IFLA website, and since she's at IFLA now almost a year, we made really great progress. Thank you so much, Vesna. Can you present the new IFLA website, please?
Thank you, Gerald. So yes, I'm the one to blame. I wanted to tell you, if you have any questions about the website and you see me at the IFLA booth, or you see me when you see me walking down the corridors, just stop me and feel free to ask, and I'll make sure to make up a good enough answer for you. Okay, how many of you have had a really good coffee since this morning? Not so many. Let's hope that this feels like a really good coffee. Thank you.
Thank you, Vesna. I would say we are at 80%, but we want 100% for you, and you will see it end of this year. As I said in the opening ceremony, this is a very special Congress here in Athens, because what we will do here, we will launch today at 11:45 IFLA Strategy 2019 to 2024, and is a total different strategy in the way it was created and also as it will be delivered. It's a strategy built up by you, by many of you, and it's a call that you all contribute to this strategy. IFLA is on a journey. IFLA is on a journey of transformation to a more inclusive, participatory organization, and we started this journey 2.5 years ago when we explored together with you a vision, a global vision for libraries. And it's so symbolic for me that we are launching this strategy here in Athens, because we started also this journey in Athens 2.5 years ago with a discussion with all our professional units about the future of libraries. And the first result was the Global Vision report which came out, and you see IFLA is the leading body representing the interests of library and information services and their users worldwide. And what we are going to do is we are going from vision to strategy to action. And we are here in the middle where we are presenting today our strategy at 11:45, and I'm confident with you we will go the next step to actions which we will create together, as we created the vision together, as we created our strategy together. You see here the IFLA Global Vision, which started in Athens, as I said, and it was the most inclusive and the biggest survey ever in the library field, with more than 30,000 contributions from colleagues from 190 countries of the world, from all 7 continents, all generations and all library types here on board. And from you, we got 8,500 ideas how we can make this vision real. I want to thank you really all for this great contribution which we got from you. Thank you so much. You see here the starting group 2.5 years ago at the lighthouse of the National Library in Athens, and you will have the chance to see this lighthouse and to do as beautiful pictures on Tuesday at our cultural evening, because the cultural evening will take place where also the vision discussion started. Our vision our journey had several other stations. We were then in Barcelona with Gloria Perez-Salmeron's first president's meeting, and again the officers of IFLA's biggest brain trusts, the professional units assembled there and started here to create actions for the idea store, to create ideas for them. And as you defined it, you defined our vision with this global vision. You said a strong and united library field powering literate, informed and participative society is needed. And these ideas from you became our guiding star. It is so that it steers us, and you see with what you defined with the global vision is in the strategy represented. And our vision with the strategy is exactly what you defined, a strong and united library field powering literate, informed and participative societies. Global vision report summaries with 10 highlights and 10 opportunities how we can change our field. This was the start, and we discussed it now with so many people who are fascinated that such a document exists, and I can tell you we can really be proud of ourselves, because there is no other organization in the field of culture, science or education which was able to do such an action together globally. But to say it clear, a vision without execution is a hallucination, and to stop with the vision would be useless. We have to go further to make this vision real, and we started it together with you with the Idea Store, and I have the pleasure that we present today IFLA's Global Vision Idea Store, which is created with your ideas, the biggest idea store for actions, a source of inspiration for all librarians and for IFLA in planning our future together. It's our brainchild. You created it, it is our child of our family, and I'm really happy that Despina, who worked with us together 2.5 years on this project, is now able to present you IFLA's Idea Store. Please welcome Despina.
Kalimera. I would like first of all to begin by thanking Gerald Leitner for having me for giving me the opportunity to be part in this wonderful transformational journey that IFLA is undertaking at the moment. And I would like also to say that it's an honor to talk to you about the Idea Store here today in my country, Greece. So I would start by saying, are there any explorers in the room? Do you feel like you want to explore things? Yeah, I'm one. Because this platform is a place for explorers. It has unique ideas by the librarians all over the world, the ideas that we collected by you through the Global Vision discussion, and now they have been prepared to be given back to you, to be given back to the community. So go to this website, ideas.ifla.org/ideas, and then you will see all the ideas we received from a first set of the ideas we received by the librarians. So on the left side, you see a set of filter box where you can filter ideas, and on the right side, you see the ideas themselves. So each idea contains a title and an explanatory text and some attributes. The attributes are the countries and the regions by which the ideas have been submitted by, and also to which opportunity they are related or to which idea topic. So all ideas, so as Gerald said, the Global Vision Report Summary is a foundational document of the Global Vision discussion. So the ideas have been now, you can see the ideas under each of the 10 Global Vision opportunities, and you can filter by them. But not only that, you can also filter them by 18 other topics. So for example, how to engage with decision makers, or how to raise funds, or how to engage with your communities, or ideas about leadership, or promotion and campaigns, or toolkits and materials. Also, you see the countries and the regions, and also the ideas that have been submitted to us by the IFLA professional units. And if you like an idea or you have already made it come true, you can share it on social media, and don't forget to use the hashtag IFLA Global Vision. And you can also download all the ideas just at once, in case you want to dig deeper or in case you want to read them in other accessible formats, by clicking at this button. We have also prepared for you a guide for beginners so that you can navigate it's easy for you to navigate through that platform. And we have also prepared for you 24 frequently asked questions that we hope you will find answers to your questions there. Another feature of the Idea Store is that it's compatible for your mobile phones, so go on, explore it while going to your work, while you're on the bus or on the train, or before preparing for a meeting, or share it with your colleagues. As Gerald said, the Idea Store is the brainchild of the global library field, but it's a growing child. So we urge you to still submit ideas to the Idea Store. And as you can see here, you can go to the button Submit, and you can, actually the Idea Store welcomes ideas from all the 7 IFLA languages. So English, German, Arabic, Russian, Spanish, Chinese, and Arabic. And you can also become a proud contributor. So when you're going to submit your idea to us, then at the end you will be asked to give your consent if you would like to be your name or your organization to be in this on this public list. Be a proud contributor. And if in case you want to find out more, you can always reach me at the booth. So I will be today there from 2 to 3, and on Wednesday from 12 to 1. And I just want to tell you to go into this website, check out the ideas that are there, check if you can implement them in your daily work. They will certainly help you move your work forward, and you can certainly see the differences your country has with other countries or regions, and so you can see where you stand in the world. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you really for great work, Despina, for the vision and for the Idea Store. And our child will grow with you when you bring in more ideas to it. 8,500 ideas are a great start for inspiration, I would say. But I guess you have much, much more. There is so much energy, so much wisdom in such a room, and I encourage you really to bring your ideas, that we can put it on the website, that you inspire other colleagues, get inspired, and inspire others. That is our motto for the next years. And this is exactly what we want to do with IFLA Strategy 2019 to 2024, which we will launch, very, very soon. In 2.5 hours in this room, we will have the launch of IFLA Strategy and be part of this historic moment. It's a strategy which is very different, as I said before. It is created by you, and you are the key in the creation of this strategy, but you are also the key for its success. All the success of the strategy depends on you. We want to inspire, to engage, to enable, and to connect you. But it's also important that you inspire, engage, enable, and connect others. Then it will be a really successful strategy with all actions needed. And find out how it will go. Come at 11:45 to 12:45 to this room again and work with us for the future of libraries worldwide. Work with us to improve people's lives in all parts of the world. This means also in your country, in your city, in your library. Become part of a global movement. And I have to say, I want to thank here so many of you, of course, especially our President, Gloria Perez-Salmerón. Without her and without her energy, this process wouldn't have been possible. And I guess it's a great pleasure that Gloria can invite you now also to a very special session. Please, Gloria.
So IFLA is really a great organization, and it's more than a president and a governing board and IFLA staff, because you know IFLA is all of us. Last year in my president's session, I invited the presidents, the past presidents, 5 people that really inspired me during my career, my professional career, especially the last 10 years in IFLA. This year so far, as you know, the time of president is very short but very intense, you can have really the opportunity to talk with everybody everywhere. And this was what I wanted to give you today in the next hour that we will have my president session. People that have inspired me through dialogues for change. Because as you know, my theme as president is Libraries Motors of Change. And I took the very best of these dialogues all over these 2 last years and invite 12 speakers that will tell us how they went with these ideas of change, or changement, mindset change. They were wielding their own change through dialogue. So I will be very pleased to see your faces later on when we will finish this session and share with us these 12 speakers going through the dialogues that can change lives, can change libraries, can change the mindset of the librarians. Thank you very much.
I guess I have already a kilometer in the meantime here, but it's morning sport. Yeah, thank you, Gloria. And as Gloria said, we are part of a team going forward, and I saw before also in this room past President Donna Schieder, who were really important in this process of the vision, started with her. Then Gloria continued in 2 years with enormous energy that we were able to present the global vision report to start the discussion on the strategy, and you will hear from her really a summary of 2 years hard work for IFLA at the President's session at 9:30 in this room. This means in 15 minutes we will start here. And I'm really happy when I say we are on a journey. You see it, for example, from Donna to Gloria, and at the end of this conference, Christine McKenzie will take over. And we are going our way from vision to strategy to action. And we start here with the launch of the strategy. We are in the middle, and we're going for actions, and we can do this only together. And please welcome our incoming president, Christine McKenzie. She will invite you to her session. Please, Christine, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everybody. I am delighted to invite you to the President-elect session on Wednesday morning, 9:30 to 11:30. The theme, as Gerald said, of my presidency is Let's Work Together. And that is indeed the theme of my session on Wednesday. So what we're going to do is have 8 speakers talking about working together in different spheres. And so we have 2 speakers talking about libraries working together. We've got an excellent example from Estonia, where the National Library is gathering together all the libraries to create one library system. We have an example from Canada, where Sonia Paul has worked with law libraries and public libraries on projects. Then we have 2 examples from library associations, from Natabi Kotsoni from Monash, South Africa, and Haber Ismail from Egypt, and they're talking about how they've worked together with getting library associations together to create good outcomes. We have then speakers about collaborating with government. We have Rabi Azad Ahmad, who is an alderman at Aarhus City Council, and Stein Andersen, who's a board member of EBLEDA and also from Denmark. And they're going to talk about how libraries can work with government to really increase the involvement of stakeholders in libraries. And the 4th area that we're looking at is collaborating with industry. So we have Eric van Lubik as the Vice President of OCLC, and Gloria has graciously agreed to also be on a part of the panel talking about how we can collaborate with industry, because I really think that part of my theme is really looking out. So we've got to work together ourselves as IFLA, but also we need to be looking further afield. So, and there'll also be an opportunity for table discussions, so there'll be governing board members there to facilitate table discussions. So I really do encourage you to come. I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Don't forget, 28th of August, 9:30 to 11:30, President-elect sessions, plan the future with us together. There are so many sessions here, so many highlights, and just to highlight some of them. Of course, cultural evening, tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock. It will be fantastic at the Stavros Niarchos Foundation. It's a beautiful spot, and I guess we will have a great, great evening together. Let's celebrate together our success. And don't forget to come to the General Assembly on Wednesday, 4:15 in the afternoon. There you will be able to take decisions together with us and plan the future together with us. Be part of it. Come to the General Assembly on Wednesday. And of course, then we will have already on Thursday, time is running so fast, Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock, the great closing session, which is always a lot of fun also when have in mind how great the opening session was. I'm really confident that we will have also a great closing session. Several others between, from the catalog to the virtual information space on 27th of August, also here, or Open Science Commons, a holistic view of science, also here in this room, on 28th of August at 10:40. Come to this great, great room and hear fantastic speakers. Legislators panel and IFLA advocacy sessions today in the afternoon at 2 o'clock. Then from consumers to creators on 27th of August, also here in this room. And really, I guess that's a great format. The lightning talks on 29th of August throughout the days. Join it. And of course, library love stories. That is important from our new professionals organized on the 29th of August here in this room. And don't forget, we have a very nice IFLA booth where our staff is. Come to the booth, and also President-elect there. You have there the chance to have a talk with them, get first-hand information, communicate, become part of the IFLA family, become an active part of the IFLA family. Poster sessions are also a great format with, they are permanent there, but you can speak with the presenters on 26th and 27th of August from 12 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, and what I would like now to do, to present you IFLA's great, great team who has done all this marvelous work for you in the last year. I would like to ask Esther to come up to us, and of course, Esther supports really all the new projects and the Secretariat. You have seen already Despina, if you come to me, please. Helen Mandel, my Deputy Secretary General. Without her, this conference wouldn't have happened. She has done a terrific job here. Thank you so much, Helen. Yeah, we have Vesna here with us already. I don't know, is May here or is she working outside of the room? She's doing all our communications out of this room. We have Julia here in our communication team. Louis, who is doing our website and communicates all these sessions for people who are not there. We have new Camille here. Do I see her supporting our advocacy team? of course, Stephen Weiber, the head of our advocacy team, policy and advocacy team, and welcome, please, Lydia, head of the Secretariat to us. Then all these pictures are not here very good. Veselina, please join us. See Claire here somewhere. Claire, please come up to us. And of course, we have a very new staff member. Marie, will you join us also on the stage, please? I see Susan already here for membership services, very important. I see here Ariadna coming up to the stage. Where is Christine? Yeah, and all staff here. That's great. So, give a warm applause to IFLA's team. Thank you so much all for doing it here. Stay here, come to the President's session, and don't forget, 11:45, the launch of IFLA's strategy. Be part of it. Thank you for coming.